Calendars and subscriptions. The backbone of VIZZN is calendars. If you're a fuel truck driver, that you happen to be going to fuel test site number 2 to fuel test site, you don't really need to know that this backhoe is being picked up from this site. You need to know where that backhoe is at the time when you're fueling. You don't need to know that the concrete delivery, and you don't need to know what equipment's under repair. What you need to know is what is your schedule. Same with the transport driver, same with the mechanic. You don't need to know everything else going on. You need to know what your role is. So I'm going to show you how this ends up filtering. And this is the backbone of VIZZN. So anywhere you see a bell, so if you click on any event and you see a bell, if you clicked on those bells, you end up subscribing to each one of those. And that will then give you a calendar and objects that you can view specific to that. So let's just say we're a project manager right now. So we're going to click the bell up in the top right corner, and we have an option. We have no subscriptions right now. We have an option for a new subscription. So if I'm a project manager, I'm going to click here and just type in what it is I'm looking for. So test site. It filters it down to test site as I want it. So if I'm a project manager managing all of these sites, I'm going to subscribe to those. So as soon as I do that, let's look at test site. I can see I have 3 transactions today on test site. If I go to test site, I can see this. So test site has concrete delivery, fueling, and dropping off a backhoe. And then if I click another one, test site number 2, I can see the activities related to test site number 2. So that would be something that a project manager view would want. So I'm going to get rid of these 2 by clicking the little boxes up top. Now it takes me back to the main screen. I'm going to say if I'm the mechanic, so let's say I'm new subscription. I'm actually the mechanic Joe. I'm going to type in mechanic, and there's mechanic Joe right there. So if I'm mechanic Joe, I just want to subscribe to myself, and this is what his day looks like. You can see it's filtered out everything else on the system except what he's doing. So now you're starting to get the idea. If I'm the driver, new subscription. If I'm the driver, and in this case I've picked test driver, just for simplicity, right there. You just type it in, find it on the list. So if I'm a driver within the system, this is what my tasks are. I'm picking up a backhoe and dropping off a backhoe. I have nothing else for the day. So it's filtered it automatically for me. Now, as you subscribe to these things, if you click this bell, it gives you a list of everything that you've subscribed to. So in this particular case, it looks like I've subscribed to Compaction Crew 2, Joe Mechanic, Test Drivers, Test Site. If I want to clean this up, I just press that little circle there. That gets rid of the subscriptions. And if I don't want to be notified every time something happens within 12 hours. So VIZZN by default will notify you if any calendars you're following, an event happens within 12 hours. So you may not want to be notified if you happen to be following something that's not that relevant. So clicking this off turns off any notifications. So that's what this part of it does. Now the next part of this little star here, if I click this star, that becomes my primary. So when I go to the main dashboard, now Mechanic Joe is what I see because I chose that as my primary. Now, if I don't choose that as my primary and I take that off, when I go to the main dashboard, I can see everything inside the company. So that's one way of looking at it. Now, if I'm also test site, there's another way of looking at it. So if I'm following test site, say I'm the project manager for this, I can also look at a 7-day view. So this is a 1-day view. I can also look at a 7-day view. And because I just put these transactions in just for testing purposes and they're all single day, you don't see anything going on in the other days. But this is a different view. Just by clicking up here, you can see single day view. And then over here, this gives you 7-day view. And then you can also look at it as a Gantt chart view as well. So you can see what's going on and you can see it sideways for the day or for multiple days, which becomes more important if you're following crews or sites that have multiple events going on them. So once again, to get back to the calendar, you go back here. Another way of viewing calendars is if you're a project manager and say you're following test site and test site 5, and maybe Bill's testing crew. So maybe you're following these 3 items, just simply click them. And you can see that I have 3 showing up on the same page. If you're a mechanic superintendent, these would probably be your mechanics going across the top. There's no limit to how many you can put on this. If you're a project manager, probably your projects, field superintendent projects as well. And then once you have that view that you like, you just click Save View and say My View or My View of PMs. No one else can see this except you. Create View. And now you can see it's up here. So whenever you go to that, you have that default view. So it saves you time as you're trying to do your job. Now, when you're looking at the calendars of anything, when you see this over here, it's a little quick view. See those quick views? That gives you more information related to the site. So if I go to test site number 3, test site here, which I have 3 transactions, sorry, and I click that little button, it pulls up a quick view version of that site as well. So I can see by looking down that I have 2 pieces of equipment and they're both active. I can also then collapse that equipment and I can see any events that are happening. I can see there's a general activity. Green means activities that are going on for the day. I can look at any pending dispatch requests. I can see that there's some pending dispatch, and I can see any notes that are on site as well, anything that's happening on site. So it's a quick view of it. Now, when you've subscribed, as it relates to any of these items along the side, you're automatically subscribed to those items as well. For example, if you're following test site, you'll also want to see that under job sites. So there's test site right here, test site with 3 transactions. You can look at it as an object. So if you're an accountant, you'd consider the income statement to be the calendar, and this would be the balance sheet. This is everything that is on site and happening in that moment. You can see the key people that are on site. You can see the maps that are on site. You can see everything that there is related to a site. And then if you were to go down to dispatch, once again on test site, you can see any outstanding dispatches as it relates to that site. And then everything else, you would have nothing as it relates to test site. So those would be the parts of test site. But if you're following something else on your calendar, for example, you're following a piece of equipment, you would also then find that same subscription under equipment. And once again, you would see a similar type view to the site view. Once again, this would give you a hands-on view of everything going on with that underlying asset. So those are object views and calendar views. And that concludes this section.